Hey, welcome to my spiritual healing journey, Lotus Evolutions 369. It's your girl Lotus on the track. Okay, I'm going to tap into divine masculine energy just to let's see what's going on. I want to do a general divine masculine reading. General divine masculine energy. Okay. I got my first scripture card, Romans 15 and 13. And what's this one? Let's see. Thank you. It says, "Now the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, that ye may be abound in hope through the power of the Holy Ghost." Romans 15:13. And the second one was, "But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly." So instantly when I read that one, I got a download, I guess you could say, your heart, right? What's in your heart? What is in your heart or on your heart that needs to be shared or expressed or relayed, right? And it says if you're filled with joy and believing that it will happen, basically, that you will be able to move through the spirit or the power of the Holy Ghost. And so, divine masculine, whomever or wherever you are, I'm hearing, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. That is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Right? So, I'm feeling that there is a hesitancy to move because of, like, you not knowing what the outcome is going to be. And I'm hearing, just do it already, right? Just do the thing, right? Do the thing, whatever the thing is, because I don't know what the thing is. Do the thing that scares you the most. And I just made a video, I called it my little vent session, about facing your fears, right? Do the thing that scares you the most, in the sense that, you know, if you don't face your fear or you don't move, how will you know what the outcome is going to be, besides it just being something that's mental, right? You'll be trapped in your mind, and why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be trapped in your mind and not know what the outcome is going to be, right? Why would you want to be stuck in your head when you can actually act it out, right? I'm going to start with the Kipper and see if we can get a storyline. Pardon me. Okay, so two things came up just now when those two cards fell. I heard take it, and then I heard put it back. What? I'm not reading karmic energy today. I refuse to read karmic energy, so I'm definitely putting this back. But basically, the karmic, somebody is stealing. Somebody's tried to steal or stealing a house. Somebody's going to court. Somebody wants to offer a gift. Somebody in the military is getting ready to be sick or falling sick or going to be sick. False. I don't want to read on karmic energy. I just don't. I wanted divine masculine general energy, and that's what we're going to stick with. Okay, that's what should be on this table. Lord, Heavenly Father, I come to you as humbly as I know how. I ask for the Holy Spirit to intervene for me in prayer. First and foremost, giving glory, honor, dominion, and power to the Most High. I'm asking that I am protected in the moment, that I am choosing to channel masculine energy, divine masculine energy. Lord, let me see or feel or know what I need to know to share to the divine masculine at this time, so that the divine masculine can move according to your will and not his own. Peace, I say, I'm going to say. Okay. Ooh. False person, a pleasant letter. So I'm getting that there's a false person in your energy. Again, I didn't want to read on negative energy, but okay, I guess. There is someone or something around you that is not real. or that has not been real or has not been true, and you're getting ready to be, I'm hearing, subjected to the outcome. And I'm hearing it's going to be a beneficial outcome for all parties that are involved, for all persons that are involved, that are in the light. I'll say that because that's what I just, because I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody not going to be happy with what you about to, what's about to happen. So something is getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to be big. It's getting ready to be massive. And somebody is not going to be happy with this outcome. However, I'm getting that it's going to be a good outcome for you, the divine masculine. Okay? It's going to be good for you. And I'm getting that with false person. And right behind it came out a pleasant letter. Okay? So I'm hearing news, received, news. I heard text message, DM, what else? You're going to get it. You're going to get it. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to get it. Something about a house. Something about murky thoughts. Changing your thoughts about things. And then behind that is success and love. Okay? Oh, they said put it at the end. So I guess we're doing a 5-card spread. Okay, cool beans. I'm cool with that. I'm also getting like moving away from negative energy or moving away from something that was not healthy or beneficial to you. Out with the old and with the new. That's what I heard. And then I'm hearing off with his head. That is like the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. I'm looking at the numbers. We have 8, 7, 20, 33, and 15. Ooh. Short illness in reverse. It fell on the floor. So you may have been sick, or somebody around you may have been sick, or you may have contracted something. However, what I'm getting is that you're getting a healing from it. You're going to be healed from whatever it is that you came into contact with, or if you are sick. I'm also getting, damn, there's a lot coming through. Hold on, y'all. Awakening. You may be going through some kind of awakening, and it resulted in you feeling ill or feeling sick or feeling just wonky or out of sorts. I'm getting that that energy is going to dissipate. It's going to go away. Okay? It's not going to be long lasting or forever. All right, I love you, but I love you. I love you, but I love you. And I'm hearing, please don't reject me. I don't know what that is. Please don't reject me. The good Lord. This is good Lord. Someone, so you, good Lord in high honor. So it has something to do with like your stature. It's funny because somebody's holding on to you. Look at her hand. Look how she's holding his jacket. So you're walking away from something and someone's attempting to hold you back. However, you're being held in high honor as well. So whatever this is, it's short-lived. The living room. All right, living quarters, living space. Something about your living arrangements is changing, or it's going to change, and it's going to change for the better, for the I heard the detriment of others, but the betterment of self. Okay? So you may be moving away or getting away from something that was not good to you, or someone that wasn't good to you, or something that was not beneficial to you, and you're getting a fresh start. And I'm getting that it's going to be good. It's going to be a good fresh start for you. I'm hearing trust the process. Rich man. So either you are a rich man or you're coming into abundance or your wealth. And I'm also getting like wealth is of the mind. It's not just a financial wealth with like money. It's more of a wealthiness in terms of like your energy, a wealthiness in terms of like your mindset, your perception, your perspective of things. I'm getting a lot of information about like somebody is envious, somebody's jealous, somebody does not want you to make this adjustment or this move, somebody don't want to see you grow, somebody doesn't want to see you change, someone is not happy about the changes that you're making in your life. I'm here to tell you, keep making the changes, right? Keep moving. In the words of my favorite movie, keep moving forward, from Meet the Robinsons. So kids are important too. I'm getting that somebody might be using the kids or using a kid or a child to try to trap you. Someone's trying to use a kid or a child to trap you. Someone's trying to use the children to manipulate or maneuver through a situation, and it's not working. I heard establish your own relationship. Ooh, and main female flipped out in reverse. So that might be like, I heard baby mama drama, baby mama. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be a baby mama. I'm getting like, it could have been your mom. Like, ooh. An auntie. I also heard uncle. Somebody trying to stop me from doing it. Okay, now I'm picking up. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. These motherfuckers getting on my nerves, keep trying to stop me from doing what I want to do. Like, this is my life. Since when was it not okay for me to live according to me and be happy? Since when was it not okay for me to live my life according to how I wanted to live my life? Like, why do I have to appease everybody around me? Like I'm sick of that shit. I'm tired of always being the bigger person or being the better man. I'm tired of always holding everything down. I'm tired of always making everything right, or I'm here to pick up the pieces. So it's like I'm tired of always being that people pleaser or being Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm like, you're tired of it. And it's like you just want to just let it all go and breathe and just be free. Like, just do your own thing. And so I'm getting that you're getting ready to. God is giving you that opportunity to do that. These cards are sticking to my fingers. Rich girl. So it has something to do with the female or feminine. So maybe you want to move towards a particular person and you have people that are attempting to block you or stop you or give you reasons as to why you should not move in that direction towards this rich girl. I'm also getting this rich girl. It may not always necessarily be a financial thing. It's the fact that she's different. And then expectation and tower came out. What I'm also getting or I'm picking up on is like doubtful energy. Like, I want to make this move. I'm sick of what everybody else is telling me to do. I want to make this move and I'm scared that if I make this move, it's going to blow up in my face. I'm getting that. Like, I don't want to do this if it's not going to work. But I'm tired of what I'm already dealing with. So you're frustrated in what you're going through. And I get that, because it can be frustrating, right? When you're trying to make changes in your life and people don't want you to be happy, or people don't understand your stance or the perspective in which you have. And so naturally you're going to have pushback from people who don't want to change or don't want the situation to be different from what it already is. And another thing I'm getting from that, I'm hearing real loud manipulation. It's almost like somebody's screaming that to me. That's big too. Like when people don't want you to change, it's because they're used to the norm, their norm, or the way things used to be, or the way things used to go. So they don't want to see it be out of that norm, out of that perception. And what I'm getting from you, Divine Masculine, is that you don't see it that way. Like, you're tired of looking at it through their eyes or through their lenses. It's like I'm taking off the glasses and I'm choosing to see it my own way. It's almost like you're branching out. You growing a pair. Oh, grow some balls, grow some nuts, grow some nuts. Yeah. I'm hearing like my father's mad. My father mad at me. I don't give a fuck what my father said. Like, I understand where you're coming from and all that, and all that's gold, that's good, or all that jazz or something like that. So it's almost like a father figure or someone that you look up to, or someone that you've really prided, like a lot of how you make decisions. It's like that person that you go to, like that safety net person that you would go to discuss things or have a conversation with about these things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a father. It could be a father figure, or an uncle, or grandpa, or grandfather, excuse me, or just like an elderly person or older person, or quote unquote wiser person, or a senior citizen, I guess. But it's like you're not seeing eye to eye necessarily with that person, and some of you are seeing eye to eye. Some of these elderly, it's like torn. It's like you're torn between the two, and you're tired of getting information from this one and that one and this one and that one, and not knowing how to proceed. And so this is the thing that I say to you: ask yourself, what do you want to do, right? What do you feel like you need to do for you? What do you feel like is in your heart of hearts? I'm seeing a different deck. Can I have one more card to close this off? All right, take that last one. Journey. So you're branching out. You're choosing not to move in the direction that everybody wants you to move in, and you're moving in your own direction. And it's going to lead to abundance. It's going to lead to shamarne. Shamurlash. Murlash. I saw this deck, so I'm going to pull from this deck. This is not going to be a super long reading. I'm also getting that. I'm hearing like short, quick, and to the point. Precise. So whatever decisions you're making are like precise decisions. And it's not anymore like second guessing or doubting. It's just like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And whatever happened, happened. And I don't care. I don't care what nobody has to say. However, at the same time, I'm still nervous about doing this shit because I don't know if it's going to work for me. I'm praying and I'm hoping that it works for me. However, at the end of the day, I'm over this shit. I'm tired of second guessing, trying to figure it out, or wondering what it's going to be. So it's like, it's almost like an anxious ass feeling. Bro, when I tell you my stomach was feeling like that earlier. Let's see. Yeah, sustainability, your sixth house. So look at your sixth house in your astrological chart. Look at the sign that's there, so you can get a better understanding of who you yourself are. I hope I'm saying that grammatically correctly. I don't know. But look at your sixth house and see who you are in the sixth house, and what it says about your personality, or what it says about you. And then understand the stability that's coming within that area of your life. Welcome it, embrace it. 44, that is also a divinity. So this is like divinely guided. Trust your intuition. Trust God. Trust yourself. Trust in your capabilities. Trust in your ability to make the right decision for yourself, and not because somebody else told you to. However, because, and I was getting ready to say but, however, because you know and you feel in your heart of hearts it's what's the right thing to do, if that makes sense. Seventh house, it has something to do with relationships. Like I said, your relationships are changing. And I'm getting a lot of like frustrated, just annoyed, irritated ass energy. Like you just, I'm tired of this shit, Grandpa. Well, that's too dang bad. But instead of Grandpa saying that's too dang bad, you like, I'm tired of this shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm doing me. So whatever happens, happens. And it is what it is. And I'm going to rock with it. And I'm going to roll with it. I'm scared, but I'm still going to do it, right? And that's okay. Being scared, it's a natural reaction to be afraid. The thing is, you are not supposed to operate in the fear. Do you want to feel the fear? No, you don't want to feel it. Should you feel it? Hell yeah. It's real. Fear is a real feeling. So you can't disregard the feeling that you're feeling. Feel the feeling. However, do not operate in the feeling, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. Like, it's like, okay, you're getting ready to play in, like, and I'm getting like an NFL scene. So you're getting ready to play in this huge televised game. It's your first televised game. It's your first time on this team being in a televised game. You're actually getting ready to go on the field. So you're excited, but you're also anxious and nervous about, when I play, I don't want to fumble the ball, or I don't want to drop the ball, or I don't want to fuck up. And I'm hearing, because earlier I was listening to this song, because it came to me earlier, Fumbled Your Heart by Trey Songz. I don't know why that just came back up. However, he apologized to his significant other in the beginning of the song, and then he said, I made this song for you, and I hope that you hear it, and I know that when you hear it, you'll know that it's for you, right? And so when I listened to the song, it was like, it was almost like, because in the song he's like, I realized I fucked up. Like, it's almost like I should have let go of my bad behaviors or my bad ways or my bad mannerisms, because I didn't recognize what I had in front of me. And now I know what I had in front of me, and so now I want to go back and retrieve it, right? Now, be mindful, just because you had it at one point in time doesn't mean that you are deserving of it again, right? So don't be afraid that when you, like, not be afraid, but don't be, what's the word I'm looking for? And look, I look down and the expectation card is right there. Don't be without the expectation that it may not go in the way that you think it should go, right? Understand that it's happening the way it's supposed to happen, right? There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason in the way that it's supposed to happen, because it was ordained by God to happen that way. There's no such thing as coincidence. Okay? Next card, Moon. Wow, the sun and the moon came out. They came out together. I'm sorry, because when I see this, I get duality, right? And because the card before was relationship, it's like a balance of light and dark, the balance of night and day. It's like flipping the coin, having the head and then having the tail. Like being able to see the situation from both sides now. Having perception, right? Having that clarity that you needed. The thing that was once hidden from you is now no longer hidden. It's now revealed. And now you understand the source of it. So now you know how to react and or respond accordingly. Now, like I said, and I look down and I'm looking at the scripture card. The scripture the scripture card was saying, pray, right? Enter into your secret place and pray. Your secret place is your heart. When you pray, you're supposed to pray from the core and essence of your heart, right? And, excuse me, y'all, I don't know why I keep yawning. I've been yawning so much. And they say when you're yawning, you're releasing negative energy. So I'm getting that. You're finding the source of where you messed up, or where you made mistakes, or where you made poor decisions. That is a part of being self-reflective. That is a part of your healing process, right? When you recognize where you were wrong, it is your job to go and fix it. Whatever the outcome is whatever the outcome is. However, the responsibility to fix it or correct it is up to you. That's part of like picking up your cross and bearing it. And I think I said that in my video about, facing your fears. Like walking in your truth, right? Being true to you. Being true to you is recognizing who you are and who you were and that point and moment in your life versus who you are now and who you are becoming. And I'm hearing a leopard doesn't change spots. No, they don't. A leopard does not change its spots. However, a leopard also knows what it is capable of. And a leopard knows how to adapt to its surroundings when it comes to hunting, when it comes to, chasing his or her prey, right? When it comes to escaping danger. A leopard knows how to respond. And I heard jaguar here, jaguar too. So something about cats is significant. Maybe you have a cat. Maybe a cat has been wanting to be around you. I just heard a lost cat. Maybe you had a cat that met its demise. I don't know why that just came up, a dead cat. Sacrifices, I just heard that too. So somebody might have been making sacrifices with a cat. Or using a cat, to tap into like your energy. Now I'm getting like spell work. Somebody was using animals to manipulate the energy. Like sacrifices, I heard that. Y'all, my jaw hurts so bad. It's almost like a toothache. So that might be significant. Anything to do with the mouth and the throat is like failure to speak, right? So you hold tension in your jaw and in your oral parts when you're not expressing, when you're not saying the thing that you want to say. It's almost like having a frog in your throat when you don't say what you really want to say, or you don't release or allow that emotion to escape. Like when you want to cry, you ever had that feeling when you want to cry and you kind of like hold it back and you get this, it feels like a huge knot in your throat because you're not, I keep yawning. Because you're not speaking. You're not saying the thing that you really want to say, or the thing that you really want to say is hard to say and you don't know the words. Right? Pray. God will give you the words. Moses had a stutter. I don't know if people know that. Moses had a stutter. I was doing research and I found that out, and I've heard it several times from several different sources, and I was like, whoa, okay. Moses had a stutter, and somebody else was a drunk. I can't remember the other. It's several prophets, and it was talking about how God used prophets that had vices, right? Prophets that had like issues. He used them to demonstrate and show how you can be different, how you can grow, how you can change. And I believe that was Matthew. I don't know for sure if that was Matthew, but I was watching them. It was an old ass movie. So like the 60s or the 70s. The 70s is coming up real heavy. I don't remember the name of the movie. However, in the movie, the guy was walking up the steps, and it was one of Jesus's disciples. He was walking up the steps, and they were chastising him, and they were saying stuff to him. And he did not respond back. He didn't say anything back. And I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Yawning is significant, so it's big on release. Or not getting enough air. Like, so deep breathing is significant. I know that's like a side note. However, he was walking up the stairs, and they were chastising him or saying something to him. And they were like insulting him and throwing slurs at him. And then one of the guys physically went out and slapped him across the face. And so he's like, "Are you going to turn the other cheek?" And he restrained himself from reacting and responding. And what I'm getting is that a lot of you may have refrained yourself from speaking, and you feel like emasculated because you did not respond or react, or you did not do the thing that you really wanted to do. Like if somebody hit me in my face, naturally I'm going to want to hit them back, right? However, in that moment, instead of you just being reactionary, or instead of him being reactionary, because I was talking about the movie, instead of him being reactionary and reacting and responding in violence, he looked at them He said nothing and he walked away. Right? Excuse me. And so, of course, the people that were chastising him looked at him like, oh, you're weak because you should have did this, you should have reacted. However, he reacted with love, and he reacted by taking his power back and not being provoked to step outside of his character and step outside of the true teachings of Jesus, the true teachings of God, source energy. Because we are always supposed to love one another, even if, and that's part of the reason why, if you go back and you watch the reading, when I was doing the reading on Miss May, right? Because baby, I was fighting myself in that reading, right? I really wanted to read her rights. Like, I really wanted to call her ass out and really say the things I really, really wanted to say. However, I had restraint in that video because I did not say the things I really wanted to say. I did not, speak to her in a negative light. I did not speak to her in anger, right? I didn't respond in anger. I didn't retaliate. And I think that is what is happening here with the divine masculine. Someone wants you to retaliate. Someone wants you to react a certain way, and you're not doing it anymore. And I'm telling you, continue to do that, because what you are doing is you are starving them of the energy that spirit or entity or energy that's within them is seeking, right? They're looking for gas to fuel their fire, and you're not giving it to them. You are, in fact, diffusing their fire, putting their fire out. And that is pissing them off. When I say they angry, they mad as shit. To the point where, as though I'm also getting, be careful, I'm hearing watch your back, watch your back, watch your back, watch your back. So somebody is wanting to like inflict harm because you're not reacting and responding the way that they expect you to react and respond. And I'm here to tell you, keep moving forward. Just because they want you to react and respond that way, don't do it. And yes, you may feel emasculated, and yes, you may feel weak. However, that is you walking in your strength, and that is you walking in your power. And I know it doesn't feel like that, especially as a man, because most men are like macho men and like, I wish a motherfucker would, like, I'll lay this nigga flat, type energy. Like, men are, they like to feel strong, right? And when you take that feeling of strength away from a man, it makes them feel less of a man or emasculated. However, I'm here to tell you, that is you walking in your strength. That is you walking in your true power, your true essence. Do you know how just that is for a woman to like watch a man like not react that way? Now, granted, I'm not going to say like a woman doesn't want to see you protect her or be like her savior in a sense, right? Because like if a person is like doing something to your woman, of course, by all means, be that macho man. That's when that nigga's supposed to come out like, yo, fall back before I lay your ass out. Yes. However, when it comes to like another man doing that to you, it's like, okay, by all means, protect and defend yourself. Yes. However, certain situations call for certain reactions and responses. So I'm also getting, use discernment. You have to use your discernment. You have to pick and choose your battles wisely. Some things do not like your reaction or your response is pertinent. Some things do not need or require. That's the word I was looking for. Some things do not require your response. No response is a response. Not saying something, not doing something is a response. And it is sometimes a response that people are not used to receiving, especially if you're used to always verbalizing or speaking up or saying something back, because when you operate like that, you're operating in a defense that's low vibrational. You don't have to defend you when you know you're right. When you know you're working or walking in your truth, you don't have to defend your truth. Your actions speak louder than your words. I myself personally learned that firsthand. Okay? Dang, okay. Messages. Message! Because I just gave you a whole message. That was deep. That was a lot of information that I just shared with you. So, like, recognize that, right? Know that. Retrograde. Confirmation. Next move, yes. Better be your best. So, your next move needs to be your best move. Right now, it's jumping back because I'm getting a different message with that song now, too. Like, don't play about what you're going to do. Be about your actions. Now with this song, it's going back to relationships, right? Your next move, when it comes to whatever decision you're going to make it your best move. Whether it is relationships, be it a connection between like you and another person. Yo, I'm tripping, sorry. But like, cancel, but however, like, let your next move be your best move, right? Be intentional. Reflect. It says review. Retrograde, because I think we're getting ready to go into a retrograde soon too. Actually, I think the 27th, we go into a Mercury retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I have to look that up. However, retrograde is about reflection. Going back, and then it's also about making or correcting the actions. My ear, y'all. My ear has been opening up. And that's another thing about yawning. Dehydrated. So you might be dehydrated. Drink some water. That heat, I got dry heat in here. I need to drink some water. But reflection, right? Cancel but. However, reflecting. Go back and think about what you did before. And if you are able to do it again, do it differently. Recognizing where you made the mistake the first time and doing something different about it. That's transmuting the energy, right? That is changing your narrative. That is changing your trajectory. That's choosing a different path to walk, okay? Like turning the other cheek. All this is resonant, okay? Journey, and look, I look down. Journey. So the path that you're taking, the progression that you're moving in, be intentional, right? Pay attention. With that retrograde coming out, it's saying go back and look at what you already did and how it didn't work for you. And do it again, but this time do it differently. Right? Cancel, but however, do it differently. Right? Move different. Be intentional. Speak it. Say it. Say the thing that needs to be said that you didn't say before. Whether the person is there or not, say it to yourself. Say it out loud in your own space, in your own room. Say it in your heart. Pray. Right? Another thing, and my coworker, my best friend, she popped into my head when I was saying that. She asked me, because we went to church Sunday, and I was like, you know, it's a lot of things that I'm trying to do or I'm attempting to do. And she said, well, did you write it down? Skirts. Do you know writing things down is the first step to manifesting things into the 3D? Write it down. They say have a vision to make it plain. Yeah, it starts up here, which actually it starts in your gut, in your core, or your heart. I know, because I'm getting ready to start jumping and I don't want to do that. Just listen. Have a vision, make it plain. Think about what it is you really want to do. Search your heart. David searched his heart. David searched his whole body. He searched his whole spirit. Right? He asked God to search within him. Create in me a clean heart. That means turning away from the things you used to do and doing something different. Help me to love myself differently. Help me to see myself through different eyes. Help me to learn myself in a different way. Help me to visualize myself differently. Help me to recognize the naysayers or recognize the persons that mean me that mean me harm. Right? Excuse me, because my mouth is dry heat in here, y'all. I gotta turn the heat off, but it's cold. Or rather, I was cold. I had caught a chill, and I was trying to knock it off, right? So, excuse me. Next card, climate. Recognize the mood. Your mood. Go, don't go. 55. Somebody's begging. If you walk away, I'll lose my everything. So somebody's begging. Somebody doesn't want you, or one of you men, I don't know. You feel this person pulling away from you and you don't understand it, or you're seeing this person move away from you or make different decisions, and it's like, why is they? What kind of language? Why are they reacting and responding that way? And you're getting that clarity. I understand why they reacted and responded that way. I understand their mood. I understand the state of mind they may be in, or the energy that they may be in. So I have to change, because I was the inflictor of that harm or that hurt, right? And it's like you're recognizing like your transitions, where you need to make the changes and the adjustments. It's all lined up. And look at the bottom of the deck, motion, Mars. Ooh, ooh. Stepping into your masculine energy. Baby, he said, no, don't go. And look, it's doubles too. So 55 and 22. And anytime you see double digits, those are master numbers. Right, especially 22, 33, and 11, 44. Those are master numbers. 11, 22, 33, 44. Those are masters. However, when you see double digits, those are master numbers. And it's crazy because I'm saying that and I look down. I'm about to show y'all what I see. 33. This is what's showing on my table. 33. I look down. 44, right? We just pulled out 55 and 22. He said, I can't let you go, I can't let you leave, right? Trey Songz. What song is it? We're made to be together. What song is that? Oh, that is significant. I'll give my heart, I'll give my soul for sure. One must be pain, pleasure, and what is it? Passion, pain, and pleasure. Now I said this wasn't gonna be a long reading, but I guess it is. Okay, let's see. Any more? Somebody might be goofy, silly, funny. I'm hearing like a jokester, not so much a trickster, but like lighthearted, airy. Somebody wants to just want to have genuine fun. Somebody wants to just be your friend, and they don't want to cross boundaries, even though they feel something for you. They just want to stay friends. And that, I'm getting that's difficult for them to do too. So they're keeping their distance because of it. Like, it's hard for them to be in your presence or be in your energy and not feel what they're feeling. It's almost like they're avoiding it. However, at the same time, they're recognizing the friendship that is there, and they're wanting that friendship to be stronger than anything else. So it's like, I'm hearing Erykah Badu's Next Lifetime. I guess I see you next lifetime. Ooh, invitation. Also, somebody might be wanting to invite you somewhere or invite you out. Or you're wanting to invite someone out, Divine Masculine. I'm more so getting this is you wanting to ask someone else out. Okay. Is it any more? I heard yes. You might be wanting to ask someone out, or you might be extending an invitation to someone, or you might have been thinking about it a past. So I'm also getting like, get out of that past energy or that old mindset, like that old way of thinking. Self-doubt is like who you used to be, what you once were. Who you used to be and what you once were is no longer working for you. You're a new person, right? That's like when you commit or give your life over to Christ, or you recommit your life to Christ, right? They say put down the old things and pick up the new, or be renewed, or be restored, or be refreshed within your spirit. And in order to do that, you have to let go of who you once were. Like when you come up out of that water, you're washing away those sins. You're washing away that old version of yourself. Now, does that mean you're going to change overnight? No. However, you're definitely going to be tested in the spirit. You're going to find that you're no longer attracted or excited or enticed by the things that used to or once incited or enticed you. You're not going to be as intrigued by the things that once intrigued you, i.e., like for me, the black and mild, right? I've been praying and asking God, take it from me, remove it from me, remove the taste from my mouth, have my body reject it if it's not good for me. And that's what's been happening. And I know it's working. Granted, it's a habit, so I have to break the habit. It takes 21 days to 30 days. 21 days to break a habit, 30 days to solidify it, 60 days to really make it a part of your true routine, right? So I've been monitoring how much I smoke, and then I've been monitoring why I'm doing it and what's the feeling. And the more that I dig deeper into that feeling or that urgency to want to do it, I'm digging deeper into the subconscious and digging deeper into the emotion, the sub-emotion. I don't know if there's a word for that. However, I'm digging into it, right? Excuse me, to address it so I can heal it, so that urge or that feeling no longer shows up. That desire no longer comes back. I'm healing. That is your healing. Healing is you changing and being changed for the betterment of yourself. Healing is you getting in tune with you and doing what feels good for you, not for anybody else. It's not selfish to want to do what you want to do. It's selfless of you to honor yourself. Now, I'm not saying be a jerk or be an asshole and not like actually help people out or extend yourself. I'm saying, again, use your discernment. Listen to yourself, right? Listen to that inner child that you didn't listen to before, or that younger version of yourself that you didn't listen to before, that younger version of yourself that was hurt. And forgive that part of you that was broken or that you hurt, because you hurt it when you made the decision to act outside of yourself. You hurt yourself when you chose to do something that you knew didn't represent you. And I'm feeling it in my thumb and my ear. My ear has been going in and out. Ancestors want to talk. So I guess I am going to end. Yeah, I'm getting in with ancestors. Woo! I went to show y'all the card. And it's funny because guess what? The card still felt right on the screen. I wish I could screenshot what. Matter of fact, I am going to actually take a picture of it. And I'm going to post it on my community board to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because I was getting ready to say it. And when I say God confirms things for you for a reason, or he confirms things for me when I'm sharing, look, I'm going to take a picture of this. First hand. And I'm going to post this. The card says, heal. And what was I just talking about? What was I just saying? Heal. You have to heal. And it was crazy because I was going to ask, was it more cards that need to come out? Somebody did not want that message to come out because they flipped these. It almost was like somebody knocked the cards out my hand, right? Even though I was getting ready to show it to you, like, don't show that shit, right? But it's funny because just like in the video, Miss Ma'am, you still, that spirit or energy or entity that does not want me to share, what is funny is that God still shows me what I need to see. Because you knock these cards over, and I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to pick them shits up just how they fucking fell. And I'm about to hit on all of them. So we see here, third house communication. Somebody don't want you to talk to whoever it is that you want to talk to. Do it. Nurture yourself. Talk to yourself and nurture yourself first. Recognize your community. You have one. Although you might feel like you don't have people around you that are happy for you or that want to see you do good, you actually do have a community around you that wants to pour into you. Recognize that community by recognizing yourself. Pour into yourself. That means nurture yourself. Pour into you. Say to you what you want to hear, what you want someone else to say to you. And I promise you someone's going to say those words. Okay? Sensitize, meaning become more familiar with yourself. Okay? Become more sensitive to your feelings, your needs, your desires, your wants, your hopes, your dreams, your expectations. Become more sensitive to yourself, right? Pay more attention to yourself and stop being distracted by what's going on around you, and you'll start to see the path that you are supposed to take that will give you the clarity to whatever it is that you are looking for. Because when you ask for answers, God always provides. And I'm hearing that song, God provides. So why do I push it through and about my life? And da, 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 da. I'm about to find a song, y'all. Hit me on a hotline. I don't want to do that because I'm getting all these messages now. I'm getting a lot of downloads. Resources. Your resources. They're going to show up. I always go back to when I had applied for social services one year, right? I was on Section 8 at one point in time in my life. I did use welfare, which is the food stamps and the healthcare system through the government at one point in time in my life. However, I did not take advantage of the system in the sense where most people do. I used it for what it was proposed to be used for, right? So at one point in time, I signed up for the temporary cash assistance because I was in school. And I learned in the past that I couldn't go to school full-time and work full-time because my health had took a downturn because of it. I was burning the candle at both ends, as the doctor said. I was working myself into an early grave. I had to choose. Was I going to work full-time or was I going to go to school full-time? And I was so stubborn, bro. I'm working on my stubbornness. I promise you I am. However, I was way more stubborn when I was younger than I am now, right? I was like, you can't tell me not to work and go to school. I'm still going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. Until I had a fucking panic attack. And actually I had an anxiety attack, panic/anxiety attack. And my heart started beating so fast I was pushing myself to have a fucking stroke. I was in my 20s. I was very young, right? And so I was like, okay, if I keep going, I'm going to keep having panic attacks and that will wind up happening. I kept doing it because I was determined, I'm going to do me. No one's going to dictate and tell me how to live my life. I was so adamant about doing what I wanted to do for me because I had so many people saying that I was not going to amount to be shit, to be nothing, right? And in my mind, I'm gonna prove all of you motherfuckers wrong. I'm gonna make y'all eat these words. What? I was, what? Fuck you, nigga. Okay, that's what you said. Bet. You gonna look like a jackass when I prove you wrong, right? That was my motivation. That was my drive. That was my energy, right? And for some reason, I feel like that's important right now. Maybe you need to go back to that point. Maybe I'm talking to myself in that moment. However, at the same time, what I've currently learned is even though I still have that, I had to modify it to be considerate of my health. So I had to take a hiatus from school, and then I wound up taking a hiatus from work because I needed time to figure out what was going on with me. Right? Now, I had that happen. I wound up actually losing the job. Right? I actually quit. I didn't lose. I quit the job because the bitches was playing with me. I quit the job because I did not want to tolerate what I was tolerating anymore. The energy, I didn't deserve it, right? I didn't deserve the write-ups that I was getting. I didn't deserve 5544 confirmation. I didn't deserve what I was receiving, yet I was receiving it. I was accepting it. I was allowing it. And so I was like, fuck this job. I quit. And so at the time I was also smoking. I was a pothead, y'all. I was at one point in time, right? I was a pothead. Not to the degree where I know some people are probably like they can't eat, drink, or sleep unless they smoke. No, I could not relax until I smoked. And I could not go to sleep unless I smoked, right? And I realized that when I was smoking, I was able to clear my mind. So I had to smoke. That was my mindset. I had to smoke. I had to get high to be able to like see shit for what it was, right? So I quit the job. I promise you I'm going somewhere with this. I quit the job and I realized like I'm not doing anything. I'm not used to not working, and then I'm not in school. I have to do something. I want to go to school. I want to finish school. I'm going to school. So I enrolled in school. However, at the same time, life did not stop lifing. I still had to pay bills. So what was my alternative? Go back to work and get another job, put my health at detriment yet again, forego going to school, or do I use the services that are allotted? I need help. I need financial help. I'm not in the position to work a job right now because my mental is not there. My mental capacity, my emotional capacity, my physical capacity, I'm just not there. I can't do it. And it's not that I can't do it. I don't want to do it anymore, right? If we push ourselves to burnout until we have a fucking anxiety attack or until we go into a depression because we're doing something that does not give us peace, right? As I'm thinking of the reader, his name is Leon, right? And he says that do not do the things that don't give you peace. You're wasting your energy and you're wasting your gift. It's not what you were put on this planet to do, right? Don't do something that doesn't give you joy. Point blank, period. If it doesn't give you joy or bring you peace, you should not be doing it, right? And so I'm like, I don't want to work there anymore. It's not giving me joy. It's not giving me peace. It's stressing me out. I'm doing my job to the best of my ability. In fact, I'm doing an immaculate job, and I know I'm doing an immaculate job, yet I'm not being acknowledged for the immaculate job that I'm doing. I'm being sabotaged. So, and this may be significant because you may have been being sabotaged at your workplace. And so I was like, fuck this, I quit. I'm not doing this shit no more. Did I know where I was going to go? Hell no. Did I know what I was going to do? No. Did I know where I was going to get money? No. However, I knew that the government offered help. So I sought that help. I was like, I need a job. I need TCA. Boom. They was like, well, we can put you in a volunteer position and we'll give you this amount of money every month. However, you also have to be doing something to better yourself. And so I was like, well, what are the alternatives as opposed to me working? Because I really I'm not in the capacity to go to work. I know that you can give me a volunteer position or you can place me somewhere to work for these services to receive this TCA, this temporary cash assistance that the government supplies or provides. That's what it was used. That's what it's supposed to have been used for. And people don't use TCA for what it's supposed to be used for, right? However, I was like, no, I'm going to use it for what it's supposed to be used for. What are the alternatives? You can go to school. Oh, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to bring you my school schedule. I'm going to show you when my classes are. I'm going to tell you how many hours I go to these classes and how many hours I attend these classes. And these hours will equate to the hours I'm supposed to work, or the hours allotted to you that you're supposed to be either working or looking for work to receive the TCA that you're supposed to receive. And people were getting around that with different little, things. I was always honest. I didn't lie. I told them the truth. My ear, y'all. Right? So I use my resources. I went to school and I collected TCA. And then I volunteered to make up whatever remaining hours I was not, meeting, to be able to meet the requirements to receive TCA and food stamps. And I was able to use my TCA to pay my bills, feed my kids, have health care, and still go to school. I used the system for what it was supposed to be used for. I took advantage of it for the sake of it being used properly, where some people take advantage of it where they like to scam and scheme. And because of that, I was able to regain my health. I was able to finish that semester with all A's. I was able to spend time with my kids. I was able to still be able to pay my bills. Now, granted, it was tight because they did not provide a lot. They don't provide nearly half of what you would make if you were working. However, I was always appreciative of whatever I received. And because of that, I was blessed. I wasn't seeking to take more than what was supposed to be allotted for me. I only wanted my portion. And something about this is significant to this message, because otherwise, why the fuck would I tell this story? Right? And it was one more card that was sticking out. I saw it and I kind of squished it back, and I don't know which one it was, but cancel. But however, I looked down the other half of the deck. Collaborate. So your networking is going to be important, because if you do quit a job or you do leave a job, you trust and know and believe you're capable of doing whatever it is you really want to do. If you genuinely think about it, collaborate and network with the right people. You're going to be able to find your niche, where you actually belong, because you're naturally going to want to gravitate towards it. It's something that's going to keep eating at you, or something that's going to keep popping up in your energy or in your mental, that is going to almost provoke you to want to do that thing. That is part of your purpose. That is part of your reason as to why you're here. Investigate it, study it. And I'm a Scorpio. That's what we do. As a Scorpio, real shit, I investigate everything. I look for information that I feel like needs to be, or is pertinent to me. And I'm looking down again when I put the card down with the next card. Not only is it with the doubles 44 and 33, I laid the card down. The 8 was next to the 44. 4 and 4 make 8. So 8 may be significant. A cycle of 8, a life path number of 8. Your lucky number is 8. You might be repeating the pattern of 8. Something about 8 is significant, right? However, again, like I said, it governs the 8th house, which is governed by Scorpio. It's basically analyzing yourself and everything around you. How do you analyze information? How do you receive? Right? Think of yourself as a computer, because your brain is a computer. I heard somebody say your brain is a computer. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Your brain is a computer. It takes in information and it processes it. It stores it. It compartmentalizes it. It regurgitates it and brings it up by recalling things, just like a fucking computer would do. Your brain is a computer. A computer is the outward projection of what your mind already does. Right? The person that thought of a computer knew how his or her mind operated to be able to create the computer. An outward example of what an inward thing, or an inward self, or inward space. Right? Investigate you. Learn your programming. My nose itching. Learn your programming. I'm here like spot on. No. Okay, and I'm here at Ancestral. They want me to pull these ancestor cards. That's funny. You're spot on though. Like, I heard that. You're spot on. Learn your programming. Learn how you function, how you operate. Recognize how your programming is flawed or has a bug in it. And either fix or repair the bug or correct the flaw. Again, transmuting energy, healing, right? And part of that is your collaboration, investigating your collaborating. Do the necessary work. Find the information you need to find to help you figure out what it is. Like if you say, for example, you want to open a business, go investigate the information you need to open that business. Go seek the knowledge. Where do I start? Where do I begin? Shit, go get how to start a business for dummies. I don't fucking know. Like, start somewhere. Like for me, I know for me, when I was younger, and I've gotten away from this and I'm working on getting back into it, I used to write everything down, right? I was big on journaling. I was big on communication. And then I learned, and this was as I was reading the Bible, because I studied the Bible. I didn't just read it. I studied it. I studied what it was actually saying, and I started applying it to my everyday life. That's why they say you are the living word. That means you are living in it in action, right? Proverbs is very significant. You want to start somewhere, start in Proverbs. Thank you. That's confirmation for me too. Start in Proverbs to learn how you should live, how you should judge thyself and govern thyself. Start with Proverbs, then move into Psalms, because Proverbs is for like the carnal mental part of you. However, Psalms is for the spirit. It's for the spiritual part of you. Test the spirit, right? Okay? Test the spirit. Here we go back to the yard. What the fuck? Okay? Test the spirit. Okay? Okay, now listen, I can put this down. Thank you, because that was like, y'all, and that was something that another reader said earlier too when I was watching him. He was like, you know, when you hold cards in the hand, you're receiving downloads and information through that card. Those cards are talking to you. Those of you that are readers, or those of you that, what is that? Clear feeling is clear empathy, but that's emotional feeling. What is clear? The clear when you touch. What is the clear related to touch? Because I'm getting that too. Something about when you touch things, or when you, and I'm asking for divine masculine energy. Something about when you touch things, you, and I'm seeing Phoebe from Charmed. What is the clear of touch? Clairtangency, thank you, because psychometry, right? Psychometry and clairtangency, what you physically touch, or what you pick up and are able to psychologically pick up on a read by way of seeing it in the mind, or by way of being in someone's energy, or touching something that belongs to a person. So like mediums, how mediums work, right? A medium can touch an item. I was going to say object, that's why I came out like that. An item or an object that belonged to a past person or person, and they can pick up or read a person's energy. That is clairtangency, being able to touch something and read or recall or hear, because the two of those spiritual gifts go hand in hand. And your clairs are your spiritual gifts, not your carnal. Okay, look that up. That's significant. It's a long message. I thought it was going to be short. Your clairs are significant. Something about you touching things, you're picking up on things by touching. So be careful of how you read through your hands, what you put your hands to or on. I'm hearing healing hands. So you may have healing hands as well. The Midas touch, as some would say. So you can touch something and it turns to gold. So again, writing it down brings it from the carnal, not the carnal, the 4D to the 3D, because you're making it concrete. You're making it tangible. Right? And now I'm being told to pick up the ancestor cards. And that was connected to why I was holding the cards, why I had to put the cards down, because I was still getting energy. However, they're telling me now, I don't know what ancestor cards you want me to pick up because there's so many of them. Close the drawer. Okay. Open another one. Right? Open another one. Dude. If something doesn't call out or reach out at me, it's not what I'm supposed to get. That's crazy because I went to the next drawer, picked up my deck of cards. No, not these. I'm here. No, not one. No, not one. What song is that? So this may be a grandma. I'm getting a grandmother energy. Oh. Grandmother. Thank you. Grandmama. Grandmother energy wants to speak. Pause, friend. Grandmother energy is wanting to speak. So you may have a passed over grandmother, mother, aunt, sister, loved one. It's a definitely a passed over feminine energy that wants to relay messages, as well as your ancestors want to talk to you, divine masculine. And they said I can put these cards away. Thank you. Thank you, spirit. They said I can put these cards away. I apologize. 11:11, 1:11, 1:11 on the clock. I did not know that this was going to be this long. I thought it was going to be a short message, which also I'm hearing and feeling impatience. So something in your energy is exuding impatience. Right? And I'm getting that is why your ancestors want to talk to you, because they want you to be patient. Okay? I'm also getting that I should make this a separate reading because this reading is already an hour long. I am going to stop. And someone's saying, no. Okay, I'm not. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So that first message, that thank you, I'm getting downloads as I'm receiving information from these cards. That is what that grandmother, sister, aunt, sister, I'm hearing sister heavy. That is what that sister wants you to know. Your sister wants you to not be impatient. She wants you to be patient. I'm hearing, I know it was hard to watch me cry, to watch me pass away. However, you were so patient. Do not, patience, something about your patience. Do not lose your patience. You were very patient. You were strong. You were secure. Oh, this is so sad. I feel like I want to cry. Somebody's crying. I'm getting a masculine is crying or has been crying. Like crying to himself or by himself away from the world. Like it's like you go in your room, you curl up in a ball, you get in your bed and you just cry. Because it's like, well, like it's like I'm not happy and all I ever wanted is just to be happy. Like that inner masculine, that inner child of you is crying or wanting to cry. Because it's like, I just want someone to get me. I just want someone to understand. I just want someone to make it make sense, or at least understand me, right? Who I am. Understand the parts of me that sometimes I don't even understand. Just understand, right? So, your ancestor is saying, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Y'all, I'm getting choked up. Oh, somebody's crying. Somebody's really, really sad. Oh my God. Like, I'm sorry that you're sad. I don't want to cry. I was not expecting to get that deep into that energy. And this song is significant. Usher, don't know why I'm still a playboy. He said, I think the song is still Playboy. The song is Playboy. So now this is very specific. I'm picking up on someone who lived an entire life in shoes that they did not want to wear. Somebody walked a journey that they did not want to walk. Becoming someone or something that they did not want to be. Someone or something that they did not really feel themselves to be on the inside. It was like I'm walking in a lie of a life. I've created an illusion of my life and a facade, a persona that everybody expects me to have. And all the while, it's not me. It's not who I genuinely am on the inside. And the only person that understood that or that understands is not here anymore. I felt like that when my mom passed, right? Because my mother is my best friend, right? And, oh, yo, it got real heavy when I picked up these goddamn cards. It felt like I would never love another person to that capacity again, like ever again in life, right? Even when I first fell in love with my husband, right, my ex-husband, right? I never thought I would be able to feel or experience that level of love again, and then I did, right? And then I did it again, and I was like, oh, this is what love, real, genuine, and true love feels like. And it wasn't from an outside person. It was from within me. I learned to love on myself and love myself the way that I had once loved someone else. I had loved someone so immensely that I would give my life for them. Hell, I attempted to. I wanted someone's attention so bad. Someone's love. I wanted someone to recognize my love for them so bad that I would die for them. Just to let them know how much I loved them. Right? And so I told myself I will never love to that capacity again. Hell, shit. Yes, the fuck I would. I would die for me. I would sacrifice myself for me. Because I want to live. Right? I sacrifice myself for me, meaning I pour into me so that I can live and live abundantly. Right? I heal. Because I know what I deserve. I don't deserve to feel this big or feel small. I don't deserve to not be heard or perceived or understood or misunderstood. I'm not cancel understood. Misunderstood. That is what I meant to say. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be seen, acknowledged, felt, loved on, touched on. I deserved those things, and I still do, and so do you. You have to give it to you first before you can give it out to anybody else. I heard take those, put the cards down, and I'm going to read these and I'm going to be out because this is at 1 hour and 19 minutes. Okay, boop, boop. Something significant about 5. We were doing spreads of 5 in the earlier cards. 5 cards came out exactly. So somebody's birthday could have been on the 5th too. The 5th month of the year. The 5th day of the month. It could have been the 15th. They could have been born in a 5-year or a 5-year life cycle. Or they're Something significant about 5. It could have been a 5 in like 1985, I'm hearing, or 1995 or 1925. Something about the 5. Okay? Okay, that's significant. Now let's see, because these cards actually, I think these cards have numbers. No, they don't. Okay. I'm getting fresh air and flowers. Spend time, I was going to say go out in nature. Spend time in the outdoors. Okay? Spend time amid the natural beauty of the outdoors. Go outside. Put your feet in the ground. Like real grass. Go outside and just stand in the grass. Just stand there. Don't do shit. Just stand there. And if you want to take it deeper, listen. You don't have to close your eyes. Listen. Go stand in the grass and just look and listen. Look around and see what you see. Hear what you hear. Close your eyes and just listen. I made a video about that, about grounding and about hearing your inner peace, or finding your inner peace in nature. Okay? Iridescence. Let your true colors sparkle, glimmer, and glow for all to see. I'm learning that now. Right? I'm learning to be okay with being in the spotlight. I'm learning to let everybody see me. Even though it's unnatural, it is still natural to a degree. You're always seen. Even when you think you're hiding, you're seen. Whether it be in the physical world or the spiritual world, somebody's watching you. And I'm hearing Michael Jackson. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh. Yo, and I'm here. What was that guy's name? Thriller. Something about Thriller is significant because I'm hearing that guy's name in the beginning of the video when he was talking about darkness taking over the night. And something about the way he was talking, what he was saying. He was talking about like, be careful of the things of the night. You know what I'm saying? There's things in the night that may scare you, whatever the case may be. However, keep moving forward. Okay? Don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of what you feel or what you see in the dark. Don't be afraid of what you hear in the dark. Be confident and secure in you. Hold your power. Right? It can be unnerving and uneasy when you feel spirits around you and when you feel energy around you, right? It can be unnerving because it's like I sense or feel something around me or something in the room, but ain't nothing right there. Or like, because it make you feel like you go crazy, real shit. Like, your spiritual sense is a part of your feelings too. You have to activate them. Okay? Magic in the air. I can feel it in the air. It says, stay alert for the signs, synchronicities, and messages guiding your flight path. Your ancestors are guiding you. If you're seeing things out of the corner of your eye, if you're seeing orbs of light, if you're seeing glimmers, that is it's a couple of things. It's spirits and it's your ancestors getting you used to your spiritual gifts. I'm getting that somebody woke up to spiritual gifts. So one of your spiritual gifts may be clairvoyance, where you can see, right? And when you see, you don't just see with your physical eyes, you see with your spiritual eyes too. And so sometimes you can see things in the carnal realm, such as glimmers, glints, specks of light, things of that nature, because your spiritual eyes are like wide awake and they're receiving downloads and they're receiving light, and they're like, you're so tapped in that you're picking up things in the spiritual realm. It's almost like when you think of like that movie, the movie Tomorrowland. I'm severely dehydrated because I'm like, but that movie Tomorrowland, like when she picked up that little coin and she was in a whole nother space and she's like, what the fuck was that? And she dropped it. It's just like that with your clairtendency and your I'm hearing audience, with your clairaudience and with your clairvoyance, right? So you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience, whoever I'm talking to. You are a spiritual being having an earthly experience, and your spiritual portion of yourself is waking up to the earthly realm, and your spiritual sense is seeing through your carnal eyes, if that makes sense. Or your carnal eyes are seeing, or you're seeing through your spiritual eyes. So you're seeing things that other people may not see, or that other people may not be aware of, or that you are not aware that is around. Your ancestors are also doing this to help you heighten your senses to feel energy. So for some reason, whoever you are, you're an empath. You're an empath. Because everything that I'm saying to you was what happened to me when I was learning about my empathy and learning about my mediumship and learning about my divinity and being able to like use cards and things of that nature. I was always feeling energy and I didn't understand it, and I realized I was taking on things that did not belong to me by way of agreeing to them and not having boundaries and not saying, no, I don't want to do that, or no, this doesn't feel good, right? Or no, like instead of just sticking up for myself, right? Being passive, right? I had to learn to say no to others so that I could say yes to myself. Listening to myself. That's a part of you grounding too. You have to go and listen to you. Weed out all those thoughts and voices that you have in your head and listen for your own voice. And I'm hearing Mary, it's the God in me. Yeah, it's the God in me. Yeah, that's the God in you. Your voice is the God in you. Oh, I don't know why. Okay. Fly with faith. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the cards. I'm sorry. Boop. That's the first one. Fresh air and flowers. Iridescence. Shining your light and letting. Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine on through. Soul glow. Coming to America might be funny or significant. So traveling, somebody could be from Africa or from overseas. Or you may have or be of African descent, because remember, he came from Africa. He was a prince. You may be of royal descent or have royal lineage or energy. And that can be both physically in the physical 3D world and spiritually. And because I am doing an ancestor connected to the end of this masculine message, your ancestors are royalty, and they are teaching you how to reign in the spiritual world. So I'm also getting that you have some type of guidance there. I'm getting a masculine, a man, a grandpa, a uncle, a dad, a father. I'm hearing father. A father is guiding you. You really want to talk to someone. I'm hearing talk to him. You will be surprised at the information that you receive. That is significant, and that's funny because I went backwards so that I could go forward. That is also part of retrograde, right? Reversing or retracing your steps. Magic in the air. Stay alert to the signs, synchronicities, and messages guiding your flight and your path. I'm showing you the card because I read it already. And then it was fly with faith. If you are spiritual, that means you believe. My fucking neck. Yo, I got this. My neck hurts. I need to go get a massage. That part. Fly with faith, okay? It says trust your sturdy wings, and know that the universe is working its magic on your behalf. Earth angel. Earth angel, earth angel. You have spiritual wings, or you've gained your wings, or most empaths are earth angels. I'm getting that it's different for the masculine than it is for the feminine. Something about positionality, like how we have jobs here in the 3D, they have like jobs in the spiritual. So it's like ranking or leveling or categorizing of the type of angel. And I'm also, there are different types of angels, so go back and look that up. I'm not getting into that. That's a whole different message. I do want to do that though, eventually. Like study the different angels and like give a reading on the different types of angels. And then like the language of the angels, because sometimes we say the English The language of the angels is forbidden to be spoken. However, at the same time, we speak it every day when we speak in ways that others don't understand. I can't. Okay, I'm hearing that I'm not supposed to share this information, so I'm just gonna stop. Quit while you're ahead. Okay, I'm gonna fly with faith, right? Trust your angels. Your angels are talking to you, along with your spirit guides. Something. Oh, I'm getting like. Okay, so you might be getting like sensations and feelings in your body, because that's been happening to me the whole time I've been doing this freaking reading. So your body is changing too. Your body is becoming more sensitive to its surrounding. I'm hearing like responding to the call of nature. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. But your body is responding to the call of nature. And I'm hearing listen to it. Right? Listen to it. And if it is something that is coming up that you do not want to run with, don't run with it. Because if it's like, I don't want to do that, like, okay, I'm hearing relate a different way. So now I'm getting like it being sexualized, right? So if you're horny and you get an erection, and that erection is not something that you warranted or you did not want, or the person that comes to mind when you get that erection, if that's not the person you want or desire to have that erection for, you can cancel that. That is somebody doing sex magic or sex spells or like sex energy or love energy on you. Okay? Now, say for example, you get an erection and it is the person that you want it to be about, right? It's two things. It's your body like responding because you're holding back from expressing yourself in that way, number one. And number two, actually I'm hearing three. Number two, it is your person pulling on you or tapping into your energy. And number three, it's you and your person both having that desire at the same time. So if, say for example, you get an erection and that person just pops in your mind, but it's no erratic thoughts or anything, it just come to you and boom, right? Sometimes it's just you and your partner, you and your significant other, your twin flame, twin soul, your divine partner, whoever the fuck you got the hots for, right? It's your girl. You think of your girl, you instantly get a heart on. That's your girl, right? You feeling that kind of way. That's because you need to burn some steam off, knock that, you know what I'm saying, knock that out. Or share something with that person. It's a download that you and that person need to share or connect with each other to connect on, right? And then it's also where like somebody else is doing it, and especially if you get like a vision or a thought or like a visual that's undesirable to you, right? When it's undesirable to you, it's somebody pulling on your energy in a way that you don't want to be pulled on. It's like they're taking from you, like it's access that was not granted. Now, if it's somebody that because it's kind of both ways. Even if it was something that you wanted, that person is still tapping into your energy, right? Like, if it's a person that you really desire, somebody that you really want to like indulge with, that person is also tapped into your energy. But the thing is, understand, when that person is tapped into energy and you connect with them, you're connected by connecting that thought. By engaging in that idea of where it's going to go. Where's that vision going? Right? That daydream. Where's that daydream taking you? Because that daydream is you actually living in another realm simultaneously at the same time that you're living in the carnal realm. And it's 1:33 on the clock. Okay. Now I'm going to read the last card. Because that's connected to study your magic, right? To study your wings. Study your magic, to know your magic, to know how the universe is working for you. Last card, wishing well. I just heard, like a genie, your wish is my command. The universe is your wishing well. The universe is your genie, right? Your wish is the universe's command. Is at the universe's command. However, the universe also takes into account your karmic weight, I guess I'll say. It's like your currency. Right? Do you have the funds needed or allotted to you, to make this purchase, to make this purchase or to receive what it is that you're asking for. Or do you have a space to receive this? Are you in the right frame mind? Are you in the right heart posture to receive what it is you are asking for with this wishing well, right? Now, it says, your heart's desires are taking flight joyfully and magically. So I'm getting, yes, whatever your heart posture is at this moment, at this time, you and the universe are in alignment. So therefore, you're going to receive. I'm also hearing, be careful what you ask for. Now, that is not for the divine masculine. I'm getting more so for a karmic person, especially like if you're doing like love spells and magic and stuff like that. Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. However, it's not going to come in the way that you think it's going to come because of your karma, right? Your karma is your negative energy, and your dharma is your good, right? However, it's all karma. It's karmic. Like as above, so below, as within, so without. If it's good, so also evil, right? Positive, negative. And they say good and bad. Or I'll correct it. It should be heavenly or evil. People don't look at it like that. However, that is your message, divine masculine. Your message was long as shit. And I don't, look, all that goddamn energy I exude, I'm ready to go fucking bed now. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm not reading on divine feminine. I don't want to read on divine feminine because that also means I have to tap into my energy too. And I don't really know if I want to tap into my energy. I attempted to tap into my energy earlier, and I really wasn't feeling it. Like, I really just was not feeling the energy. So, I may record a divine feminine energy reading, general. I may not. It all depends on how I feel when I get off of here. Because typically whenever I make my videos, I record them shits all at one time, and I post them all at one time, and then that's it, and I move on. I don't typically jump on this table unless I need to release and let go. I need to relax. I need to get something off of me. And typically when I need to get something off of me, I need to share knowledge. I'm learning that about myself now, right? So, I want to thank you for stopping past my channel, taking the time to actually sit through this long-ass video. Taking the time to share my energy. Please like, hype, subscribe, share. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonates, if it makes sense, if, you know, whatever. Just give me some feedback. Give me something. I would like to start meeting my subscribers. Like, who are you? I would like to build a relationship. Get to know you guys and know whose energy I'm tapping into, and be able to tap more into your energy so I can give you more insight and offer more healing, because this is a healing journey. It's not just my spiritual healing journey, it's all of our spiritual healing journey. However, I'm leading my life, so it's mine. However, I know that I'm helping you in some way too. So it would be nice to know who I'm helping and what I can share more of to actually help you, right? To give you more insight, because I actually really like giving readings. They're draining sometimes, and it does take a lot of mental capacity to hold a space. However, at the same time, I'm really intrigued about being able to operate in my gift, right? To share my gift. So, again, thank you for stopping past my spiritual healing journey. It's your girl, Lotus. Lotus on the back. Okay, I'll do a video about why I chose Lotus another time. I may have already said it in a previous video, but I'll do a reading about the Lotus and why the Lotus is special to me. And I think that if I get another, I'm not even going to say if, when I get another tattoo, that is what it's going to be. It's going to be a Lotus, and it is going to be possibly on my back, and connect it to my hummingbird, because I have a hummingbird on my back. So I may get them to add, you know, some decals and things to it. I like to draw it out, so I'm probably gonna draw up my own tattoo and have them add it to the one that's there. But I'm ending this piece. Actually, I'm gonna say, always remember to thine own self be true, with light, love, and positive energy. Peace.